Good morning. For today's episode of Repurpose, I thought it'd be fun to go on a field trip. So join me, if you will, in my garage where I spent the better part of the weekend organizing. I don't know if you can tell, but things are looking pretty good. It always feels good to spring clean, to organize. I do it during the rainy season. I get in the closets and in the garage in anticipation of sunnier days and just try to get my chores done so I can go out and play during the summer. But I ended up putting together what I would consider a pretty decent pile uh, of junk. And as the owner of a junk company, typically that's when I'd call the crew in blue and they'd come out here and make super short work of it. I'm not going to do that today because I happen to be heading to my shop tomorrow and have a meeting up there. So no reason to send a gassy truck out here to pick this stuff up. I'll take it up there myself. But it is an interesting opportunity to talk about what we do with the material. Stuff like that, if you hired a junk crew, you'd expect they'd take it straight to the landfill. But what I'm here to tell you, and it's kind of exciting, that 100% of these items are going to be diverted. And I'm going to tell you how. I'll try to do a flyby equally as quick. But this radiator is broken, but the cord and the metal can all be recycled in bulk. You know, I got this super cool OG REI work jacket. It's got to be worth something. I don't know what, but we can sell that on an OfferUp or a Poshmark, something like that. I got a fan that I'm told is broken, but it looks brand new. So we'll see if we can tighten a screw or two and everybody can use a fan. The tricky stuff like this, some single use chlorine tablets, bromine tablets, stuff for hot tubs and pools. It's tricky. You don't want to put that stuff in the landfill. You got to be really careful. I happen to know a community center that loves free material, so they don't have to buy it. They have a community pool. We'll get that donated. Stuff like this, or I'm told it's a sconce. I don't need it in my house anymore. It doesn't mean it's not valuable. There's no reason for that to end up in the landfill. Someone will want that. So we'll do something creative with that. I see a teapot. You know, we have charities like Mary's Place, the Sophia Way, just awesome charities that are helping people in transition. They love teapots. They'll be able to take that. Something everyone can feel my pain. Throwing away shoes that maybe have broken down. Man, shoes are expensive, and I burn through them because I walk 4 miles every day. But what I do know is the number one item requested amongst the homeless community is shoes and socks. And so if I can get a few more miles by getting those on the right feet, it makes me feel better, and it also extends the life of the material a little bit. Stuff like a couple old comforters I brought home from the cabin. They're faded, they're old, we don't even have the beds they match anymore. There's not a lot of value in those because they're worn out, but it's still material that can be chopped up and turned into a new material. So we have those abilities. So that will go to the shop, we'll palletize that stuff, and then hopefully recycle that stuff down the way. So what's interesting is when you own a junk company, you get to know all the dirty details. But in this case, I want to tell you that it's not dirty details. I'm super proud of what we've built. This is 22 years in, and I have built a comprehensive recycling network where we're able to relatively effectively recycle some of this stuff. And we could always be better. It's super clunky. But hopefully by me walking you through this, you can see the reason we need to monetize some of this stuff. Because if we can make some money off some of it, then that allows us to extract the value out of the stuff that's not quite as valuable, and we can still keep it out of the landfill. So it's a big trade-off back and forth. It's about trucking, it's about gas, it's about storage. It's super tricky, but you know, we're figuring out our way. And hopefully this is a good reminder to you to start doing some spring cleaning, start doing some organizing. And when it does come time to call a junk removal company, try to do a responsible one. You know, you don't want one that is going to dump the material in a creek bed, and you don't even want one necessarily that's going straight to the landfill. You want one that's going to be thoughtful, and I believe we're those people. So I'm out here doing it. We're figuring it out. Thanks for joining me on the way.